My plans was to make a veggie casserole, but then I had a bright idea. It's 2:18 and soon my boys will be home. So into a skillet that should have been bigger, I'm placing some butter and I have some vegetables that I prepared previously. We're going to place that inside of there. For seasonings, we are going to keep it very simple and you'll see why later. We're going to put in a pinch of salt, not too much, and we're also going to add in some black pepper in there. And if you know me, you know that I love garlic, so we're going in with some garlic infused coconut oil. We're going to allow that to simmer just for about 10 minutes. We don't want it to be too soft for what we are going to do. So while that is cooking, I'm going to put up a pot of water and place in my macaroni, bow tie macaroni. And yes, I place it in the water before it began to boil and nobody's going to die. So my vegetables is now ready, and while you weren't looking, I placed on a pot with some seasoned meat, and I also add some additional seasonings and I place it up to boil. So now that our bow tie macaroni is cooked and not too soft, al dente, we're going to strain it and put it aside. Now using that same pot where we just took down, I'm going back in with butter. Yes, a lot of butter. And when it's melted, we're going to add in some flour. This will add some thickness to this, and we're going to stir it. We're going to cook that so well because we don't want our food to taste like flour water. Now I'm going to put in some warm milk, and I'm doing all of this under low heat, and we're going to mix that in, and we're going to season it up now with some black pepper, more garlic. I have some finely grated garlic. I have some garlic that I have chipped, and we're going to place that in there, and we're also going to put in our cheese. Now we're going to allow everything to melt and come to a bubble inside there, and this is what you call a roux. So yes, I know what a roux is. This is what you call a roux. It's thick and nice. So into a pan, we're going to place our bow tie macaroni, and we're also going to go back for that tasty, slightly seasoned and not too soft vegetable, and we're going to mix that in together. And while we're going with that, now we're going to place in that roux on top of it. Yep, we're going to place that roux. You all know what I love about cooking, and especially things like this, you can taste it and adjust the taste, the salt. If you find there's something missing, you can place in what you want. And I personally have found a newfound friend in onion powder, so you know I'm going to place some onion powder inside there. And now we're going to cover it with some cheese. So we don't want to use too much cheese, but we're going to place some cheese on top of that. Then we're going to put that in our oven. So my oven have been preheated to 300 degrees. And now our chicken is completed. It's boiled. I'm placing it in a pan, and I'm going to mix a little bit of browning in water and coat my chicken with it just to give it some color. Nobody would die. Now we're going to cover it with some homemade, delicious tasting pineapple sauce before putting it to bake. But wait, let me show you how I made it. So I placed some ketchup in the pot. I also placed some of that broth that we boiled the chicken in. I blended some pineapple, placed in some barbecue sauce. I also put back in a little bit of fresh seasoning in there and some sugar, no salt, because remember we boiled the chicken and the water had salt. So now our pie or casserole or whatever we made is completed, and so is our big chicken. The only thing left for us to do is to enjoy, and believe me, you did. So I hope you enjoyed my video. God bless you. I love you. Bye.